Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. You're watching DESI TV USA and I'm Dr. Sehrish. Let's have a quick look on today's current news. Hundreds of thousands of Ontario homeowners could be eligible for a free smart thermostat. It's going to cost Ontarians more to heat their home if they are using natural gas this year, as prices are expected to rise by about 15%. And Bridge Gas said that homeowners could have to pay up to $44 more a year depending on where they live. That's why, if you are eligible, you may want to take part in the program that will provide you with free energy updates, including insulation, draft proofing, and a smart thermostat. And Bridge says that up to 400,000 Ontario homes could still be eligible for the energy saving of free buys. In order to participate, you have to have an Enbridge gas account and heat your home with natural gas. Renters also qualify for the program but must get permission from their landlord to take part. Eligibility also depends on your household income level, the number of people in the home, and if you receive assistance from a government program. Ontario Premium Dole refuses to apologize for comments about immigration. Ontario Premium Dole refused to apologize for comments he made about immigrants coming to the province to collect the dole, instead saying that he is pro-immigration, speaking to reporters in Tecumseh. Ford said there was a labor shortage in the province and urged people to come to Ontario to work. He said we're in such desperate need of people from around the world, but then the Premium specified that he only wanted hardworking people to come to Ontario. Ford said, if you think you are coming to collect the dole and sit around, it's not going to happen. Go somewhere else. Protesters face off with antitrust activists outside Ottawa School. Counter-protesters gathered to take a stand against who the Ottawa Carleton District School Board is calling an antitrust activist outside a West End school. Dozens of people greeted Chris Alston outside Nepean High School on Broadview Avenue. A man in Ottawa protesting against what he calls gender ideology, the idea that children can be born into the wrong body. Alston doesn't believe gender identity should be taught in schools. A counter-protest organized by Rainbow Carleton sought to block students' view of Alston's one-man demonstration as he stood outside the school with a sign. A decade or two ago, it was Reverend Phelps from the Baptist Church down in the state coming up. Anti-gay protests, anti-same-sex marriage, this is just recycled bigotry, really. Montreal mayoral candidates promise cash for local business communities. The day after a debate before the Chamber of Commerce, Montreal's top mayoral candidate continued on an economic theme, making promises to local business communities. We can definitely think outside of the box. That's what we want, said Plenty. The local merchants association's SDC to Village Montreal said the village is back to thriving like it was before COVID-19 hit. We have the same amount of empty premises before the pandemic. Interim Director General of Merchants Group Gabriel Rondy said a lot of new shops opened during the pandemic. Rondy said the neighborhood attracts hundreds of thousands of pedestrians in this summer and could use some sprucing up. The village needs definitely love, lots of love, and money, of course. Toronto detectives stole drugs from the active criminal cases. A veteran Toronto homicide detective has admitted to obstructing justice and stealing drugs from 2 active homicide cases, according to courtroom testimony and police records. Retired Detective Paul Forden's actions and admissions affected other ongoing criminal proceedings. Warden's admission during a testimony last month in pre-trial proceedings for a murder charge in the Ontario Superior Court of Justice was his first known public acknowledgement that he stole drugs from active cases. He said under cross-examination that he took drugs from the evidence lockers over roughly 18 months and used them to treat chronic pain. A lawyer for Warden previously told the Toronto Star he tried to take drugs from the inactive cases. The admission underscores vulnerabilities in the Toronto Police Service's TPS handling of dangerous drug evidence. Senate Republicans expected to once again defeat voting rights reforms bill. Senate Republicans expect to defeat for the second time this year a Democratic measure aimed at enacting sweeping federal election law changes, a move that is certain to increase pressure on the majority to change the chamber's filibuster rule. This bill is a compromise, but a good one. The legislation is a product of Democrats' concerns about the wave of stricter new voting laws in red states following the false claims by former President Donald Trump that the 2020 election was stolen. That's all for now. Keep watching DESI TV USA and don't forget to click our link tree to explore the social media world. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.